Imagine having an extra $1,000 in your bank account every month, without having to quit your day job. Sounds too good to be true, right? But what if I told you that's exactly what's possible with the right side hustle? In fact, some people are making upwards of $5,000 a month with just a few hours of work on the side. So, if you're ready to start building some real wealth, keep watching, because we're about to dive into the best side hustles of 2026, ranked by earning potential and difficulty. So, let's start with freelancing. Now, I know what you're thinking, freelancing is a saturated market, and it's hard to stand out. But the truth is, there are still plenty of opportunities to make good money as a freelancer, especially if you have a specialized skill set. For example, if you're a software engineer, you can make upwards of $100 an hour on freelance platforms like Upwork or Fiverr. And if you're a writer or designer, you can make around $50 to $75 an hour. But here's the thing, freelancing can be tough, especially when it comes to finding consistent work and dealing with difficult clients. So, I'd rank freelancing a 6 out of 10 in terms of difficulty, and an 8 out of 10 in terms of earning potential. Next up is content creation. Now, this is an area that's exploded in recent years, with the rise of social media and YouTube. And the truth is, if you're good at creating content that resonates with people, you can make some serious money. For example, if you have a YouTube channel with just 10,000 subscribers, you can make around $1,000 to $2,000 a month from ads alone. And if you're a social media influencer with 1 million followers, you can make upwards of $5,000 to $10,000 a month from sponsored posts. But here's the thing, content creation is tough, especially when it comes to building an audience and consistently producing high-quality content. So, I'd rank content creation a 7 out of 10 in terms of difficulty, and a 9 out of 10 in terms of earning potential. Now, let's talk about e-commerce. This is an area that's also exploded in recent years, with the rise of platforms like Shopify and Amazon FBA. And the truth is, if you're good at finding products that people want to buy, you can make some serious money. For example, if you start a Shopify store and sell just $1,000 worth of products a month, you can make around $200 to $500 in profit. And if you sell $10,000 worth of products a month, you can make upwards of $2,000 to $5,000 in profit. But here's the thing, e-commerce can be tough, especially when it comes to finding the right products and managing logistics. So, I'd rank e-commerce a 6 out of 10 in terms of difficulty, and an 8 out of 10 in terms of earning potential. Tutoring is another area that's worth considering. Now, this is an area that's often overlooked, but it can be really lucrative, especially if you have expertise in a particular subject. For example, if you're a math whiz, you can make around $50 to $100 an hour tutoring students online. And if you're a language expert, you can make around $40 to $80 an hour tutoring students in languages like Spanish or Mandarin. But here's the thing, tutoring can be tough, especially when it comes to finding clients and creating lesson plans. So, I'd rank tutoring a 5 out of 10 in terms of difficulty, and a 7 out of 10 in terms of earning potential. Finally, let's talk about delivery work. Now, this is an area that's exploded in recent years, with the rise of platforms like Uber Eats and DoorDash. And the truth is, if you're willing to put in the work, you can make some decent money. For example, if you work as a delivery driver for just 10 hours a week, you can make around $200 to $400 a week. And if you work 20 hours a week, you can make upwards of $400 to $800 a week. But here's the thing, delivery work can be tough, especially when it comes to dealing with traffic and difficult customers. So, I'd rank delivery work a 4 out of 10 in terms of difficulty, and a 6 out of 10 in terms of earning potential. So, what's the best side hustle of 2026? Well, based on my research, I'd say that content creation is the way to go. Now, I know what you're thinking, content creation is a saturated market, and it's hard to stand out. But the truth is, if you're good at creating content that resonates with people, you can make some serious money. And the best part is, you can do it from anywhere, at any time. For example, if you start a YouTube channel and put in just 10 hours of work a week, you can make around $1,000 to $2,000 a month. And if you put in 20 hours of work a week, you can make upwards of $2,000 to $5,000 a month. But here's the thing, content creation isn't for everyone. It takes a lot of work, and it can be tough to build an audience. So, if you're not into content creation, don't worry, there are plenty of other side hustles out there that can make you money. For example, if you're good at finding products that people want to buy, you can make some serious money with e-commerce. And if you're good at math or languages, you can make some decent money with tutoring. So, what's the key to success with any side hustle? Well, based on my research, I'd say that it's all about consistency and patience. You see, most people give up on their side hustles after just a few weeks or months, because they're not seeing the results they want. But the truth is, building a successful side hustle takes time, and it takes work. For example, if you start a YouTube channel, it can take months or even years to build an audience. But if you're consistent, and you keep putting in the work, you can eventually start to see some real results. Another key to success is to start small. Don't try to tackle too much at once, or you'll burn out. Instead, start with just a few hours of work a week, and gradually increase your hours as you get more comfortable. For example, if you start a side hustle as a delivery driver, don't try to work 20 hours a week right off the bat. Instead, start with just 5 or 10 hours a week, and gradually increase your hours as you get more comfortable with the work. Finally, I want to leave you with a surprising fact: most people who start side hustles fail, not because they're not good at what they do, but because they're not good at managing their finances. You see, when you start a side hustle, it can be tempting to spend all of your earnings on fancy cars or vacations. But the truth is, if you want to build real wealth, you need to be smart about your money. For example, if you make an extra $1,000 a month with your side hustle, don't go out and buy a new car. Instead, put that money into a savings account or invest it in a retirement fund. So, what's the bottom line? If you're looking to start a side hustle in 2026, there are plenty of options out there that can make you money. Whether you're into freelancing, content creation, e-commerce, tutoring, or delivery work, the key to success is consistency, patience, and smart financial management. So, don't be afraid to take the leap and start building some real wealth. And if you liked this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel, because we're always posting new content about personal finance and side hustles. And if you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them in the section below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.